Question number 14 is all of the following cells are derived from the sex cords and the gonadal ridge except. So let's see the options here. Sertoli cells, interstitial cells, granulose cells, and spermatogonia. This actually, what I've cut here is the green color thing. This portion is the mesonephros, not pronephros, not metanephros. This is mesonephros. So this coelomic epithelium, when it forms this genital ridge, it actually forms new cells dividing and approaching towards this mesonephros like this. And these are called sex cords. Actually, these sex cords later on they get canalized. So when they get canalized, they form the seminiferous tubules, and the cells surrounding to them, they will form the Sertoli cells as well as granulose cells. Then later on what happens, there was this mesenchymal cells surrounding, right? Mesenchymal tissues. These mesenchymal cells, they invaginate and they separate out this sex cord which were being formed from the epithelium, mesothelial epithelium, and they get separated. So that separation by these mesenchymal cells leads to formation of tunica albugenia. So that's how this Sertoli cells and all the seminiferous tubules, they all get encapsulated in a fibrous sac, that's tunica albugenia, formed by this mesenchymal cells. And these mesenchymal cells, they also get spread in between these sex cords like this. They start growing and proliferating in between these sex cords. Mesenchymal cells of the nephrogenic cord, they will form tunica albugenia, and of course they will also form the interstitial cells of Leydig's. The development of spermatogonia. So remember that spermatogonia, actually, this is not a very clear-cut definitive research, but it is believed that the primary sex cells, which are the parent cells of the germ cells, means the spermatogonia, which are actually going to divide meiotically to form haploid cells, those are called spermatozoans. This is like the primary sex cells or the spermatogonia. Similarly, don't confuse, in case of females, there will be oogonia. That's why I've mentioned the sex cells. Though these sex cells actually, they migrate along the body wall and will reach there and will enter into this sex cords from the medial portion of these nephrogenic cords. Or it might also reach from the ventral mesentery and to the dorsal mesentery and can also reach from there. So these spermatogonia are the migratory cells. So they develop along the primitive yolk sac. Actually, it's a secondary yolk sac. So from around to the secondary yolk sac, the spermatogonia actually develop and then they migrate along to the body wall or through the mesentery, both ventral and dorsal mesentery, and they get relocated within this or intermingled between the cells of the sex cords. That's how this spermatogonia is not derived from the nephrogenic cord. Remember that. So Sertoli cells, derived from the sex cords, interstitial cells derived from the mesenchymal cells which migrate between the sex cords, even the granulose cells formed by the sex cords. Finally, it's the spermatogonia. Remember, these are the migratory cells derived along the primitive yolk sac, that is the secondary yolk sac.